This video is brought to you by my patron supporters who are helping making videos like this possible. If you would like to become a patron supporter, please go to patreon.com/TJR, the original. Happy Halloween, everybody. I want to introduce you to one of my favorite Halloween pictures. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. This title alone really turns off a lot of people when I try to tell them about it. And yes, I do have some friends who take their movies very seriously. I don't want to call them movie snobs, but they do take their movies very seriously, and they refuse to have anything to do with this film, and they shut down at the very mention of it, which I love. Now, if you've never seen this film, you might watch the trailer and think to yourself, oh no, this is going to be really dumb. And you know what? You're right. This film is what I call good-naturedly dumb, but also terribly clever at the same time. It's not one of those so bad it's good type of movies. It's one of those so fun it's good movies. Killer Klowns from Outer Space is the only movie to be written and directed by the Chiodo brothers, who during their careers have produced many memorable special effects sequences. As I watch this movie, I really feel like the Chiodo brothers must have said to each other, hey, I know, let's take the most ridiculous movie premise we can think of, and let's be as clever and as inventive as we can be with it, and let's have a hell of a good time with it too. Killer Klowns from Outer Space is a delightful send-up of old-school B-movie, invasion from outer space movies, monster movies, and horror films. The brothers clearly have a lot of affection for all the tropes found in these kinds of films, and it shows continuously throughout the motion picture. Originally called Killer Klowns, the filmmakers added From Outer Space to the title so that it wouldn't be confused with a modern slasher flick. What's it about? Well, the title summarizes the film's entire plot. On a small town summer night, a mysterious light appears in the sky that turns out to be invaders from outer space. But this alien race look like clowns, literally, and everything about their technology is clown and circus themed. Their spaceships look like a giant circus tent. Their weapons include deadly popcorn shooting guns and living balloon animals. And best of all, they gelatinize their victims and store them in what resembles cotton candy cocoons, presumably so they can eat them later. Everything is bright, kitschy, and deadly. And while this film is funny and goofy, I appreciate that it doesn't shy away one iota from all the killings. These clowns are meant to be scary and funny at the same time. If this had been a bigger budget studio film, I can see where the studio would probably want the filmmakers to tone down some of the bloodshed in order to get more of the family audience on board. But thankfully, Killer Klowns embraces its horror as much as it embraces its comedy. The movie was made on a budget of $1.8 million, and it looks like they spent all the money in all the right places and spent it very wisely. One, instead of spending money on a star, they instead chose good character actors who knew how to handle the ridiculous nature of the film's B-movie premise. Two, they were also smart enough to make sure that they got the clown makeup and the clown effects just right. These are all practical effects and no CGI. In fact, the whole clown-themed nature of the film's antagonist allows them to get away with very kitschy-looking sets for the interior shots of the invading spaceship. Killer Klowns from Outer Space was released in 1988, and it shows. The 80s aesthetic is everywhere, but instead of dating the picture, it only adds to its already kitschy, kooky look. Sadly, though, this film was poorly marketed and had probably one of the worst trailers I've ever seen. But over the years, it has gained a cult following. If you're the type that takes your movies really seriously, or if you're a movie snob, this film is not for you. But for the rest of us, Killer Klowns from Outer Space is a fun, cotton candy treat, dipped in blood. This is TJR. Have you seen this movie? Check it out. If you haven't, let us know what you think after you do. As always, if you like what I'm doing, be sure to click like, click subscribe, and smash the bell notification icon. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay safe and healthy, and happy Halloween.